What's going on, everybody? I didn't know I was on mute. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the whole world. Shout out to the YTBC. Shout out to everybody. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Look, I'm so confident he won. I didn't even stay around for the but this is boxing. I need to stick around and hear what the judges said. Like everybody knows Bivol won, right? I know he wasn't robbed. I'm not even concerned. It was so one-sided. I'm not even concerned about that. But here's what I know. Right now, Dimitri Bivol, he went out there. I said he was going to win. He did. I said he's going to win in dominant fashion. He did. I said he was going to be too fast. He was. I said the jab would be popping. It was. I said the right hand, the best weapon against the southpaw, will be landing. It was. Oh, but he's never fought a southpaw in his life. Man, this ain't the days of this ain't the 50s no more, okay? Like, you can find southpaws to spar. They're not as rare as they used to be. Zurdo never had his foot in the right position the whole damn fight, right? And how could he? Twinkle Toes' feet were a little too fast, right? Great performance by Bivol, as expected. And I'm just saying, is it me, or is at least 90% of the people that picked Bivol, not all of them, that's what I'm saying, 90%. At least 90% of the people that picked Zurdo, not all of them, but 90%. We're saying things like, oh, I just don't think Bivol's that good. I think he's being overrated because he beat Canelo. He's being overrated because he beat Canelo. He's really not that good. Zurdo's going to beat him. Well, what happened to all that? What happened? Where y'all at? Are you ready to say you were wrong and give Bivol his just due? Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to say you were wrong? Are you ready to bend the knee to the best fighter at 175 pounds, Dimitri Bivol? I know a lot of you aren't. You're running to the next guy. You're running over to Beterbiev. No. He's big and he's strong and he could punch and he's going to overwhelm him like he did everybody. No, he's not. Bivol, now it's going to be a tougher fight for Bivol. Bivol's going to beat Beterbiev as well. You can mark that shit. As confident as I said 10-2 Bivol, as confident as I'm saying this, ain't nobody say 10-2. Everybody said, he was a favorite. Of course, picking Bivol to win was easy to pick. I said 10-2, baby. Let me tell you something. This is a good tune-up on the lead-up to the Beterbiev fight. But DStyle, you can't. I could say whatever the fuck I want to say. I said 10-2, right? All right, so shut the fuck up. I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. Now, this is not me bashing Zurdo. I love Zurdo, man. He is a good guy, like you guys were saying. But being a good person is not a breakdown, okay? Oh, he's a good sportsman. He's a really chill dude. He loves his country, okay? He really wanted to fight Bivol, all right? Yeah, he's a good person. Yeah, he's a cool dude. I could sit down. I could have some, some beers with Bivol. I'm sorry, with Zurdo. He's a good dude. But I don't want to hear that shit in my boxing breakdowns. All right? I don't want to hear how good of a person somebody is. And let me tell you something. Anytime somebody says two things, and it's only two things they can say about a fighter, oh, he's bigger and he's stronger. When that's the only shit they got, that's not enough. Oh, but he's strong. Okay, so he's strong. You think he's the only strong dude that Bivol ever fought at light heavyweight? Oh, but he's bigger. You think he's the only dude that's been bigger than Bivol? That's just not enough. Not one person came out and said, yeah, he's more skilled than Bivol. Not one person came out and said that because you knew he wasn't. You thought that him being big and strong and he was going to just put the pressure and all that. Like, that's what you thought. Let me tell you something. All right. Counter punchers will stop that pressure shit quick if it's done right. And the one thing that Bivol does right, he turns guys, man. He turns you. Like, he turns these guys. He never let Zurdo like sit on his punches. Never did. That's why I called him Twinkle Toes. Not because he's not running around the ring like a Lara and shit. Like, he ain't running around the ring where a ring down was. Because he wasn't doing that shit. Right? This was boxing. Standing right in front of his opponent, catching those shots, blocking those shots, moving away from those shots, rolling those shots, and countering, making them pay. That's boxing. And Bivol does that better than anybody at the light heavyweight division or anywhere near close this division. Statistically, he's got the best jab in the sport. Statistically, has the best defense in the sport. Now, a lot of people don't want to give him that credit because he's Eastern European. And Zurdo, all right, I'm sorry, not Zurdo, I'm sorry. If Bivol was an American fighter, he'd be given all the credit in the world. Oh, look, he's fighting just like Willie Pat. Look at him. But since he's not, since everyone has a stereotype about what Eastern Europeans are and how they fight, and this dude, all right, is extremely skilled. He was right in front of this dude, and he knows how to pressure guys too. He's starting to learn that as well. But no, I have to hear dumb shit like, he didn't look so good in one fight. Did he lose any rounds? Well, not really. I think it was Calix that said that this dude hasn't been outstruck. He hasn't been outpunched in a round in 5 years. In 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. A round, not one round. That is amazing. And I do agree with people saying he's the fight of the year. He beat Canelo. He dominated Zurdo. Give him his just due. Give this guy his just due. And you want to give it to him now? If you don't want to give it to him now, let's give it to him next year then. Let's put it on hold for when he beats Better Beef. Oh, he can't be Better Beef. Once again, you got people in love with the Better Beef style. Look at y'all in love with that style. All right? Jesus Christ, you dudes. Better Beef's too slow for Bivol. He's so slow. He's slower than Zurdo. Now he's going to apply more pressure. I believe he hits harder with both hands than Zurdo, but Zurdo's still a pretty big puncher himself. And this guy handled him with relative ease. Not because Bivol's a bad fighter, not because Zurdo's a bad fighter. Zurdo's a good fighter. He just ran into the wrong one. Let me tell you guys something about Bivol. Bivol, after his performance, all right, against Joe Smith, who people, to this day, people exaggerate the shot that hurt Bivol. Like, the dude recovered like in 3 seconds, but whatever. Went on to win the next round like nothing. But okay. After that performance, this was years ago, by the way. He's gotten better since then. He's improved. The legendary Pernell Whitaker. Now let me just make sure. I don't know if it was that fight, but it was one of those fights. After one of his fights, the legendary Pernell Whitaker went up to him and told him that was perfect. Now just work on that right hand. You know what Bivol did? Did you see that right hand tonight? Did you see the right hand against Canelo? He worked on his right hand. That's what he did. He went out there and he beat Zurdo. Dominated Zurdo. Neutralized a really good fighter. Zurdo's not a bad fighter. I see people say, oh, he had a padded record. Zurdo was never this, he was never that. It's not that people keep doing this with Bivol. He beats somebody, and all of a sudden those people become overrated. They don't belong in the weight class. Oh, he only beat Canelo because Canelo was too small. Canelo should go back to 160. Like, you know what I mean? He beats he beat Zurdo after people were saying he was going to get knocked out. There was people saying he wasn't going to be able to handle the pressure and the size. It was going to be too much. Y'all have a stupid, weird, like you're wrong about Bivol. Like your analysis is wrong about the guy. You're not looking at him properly. And I'll tell you what else. You know, El Chido just mentioned it. He could throw high volume, especially for those weight classes. This dude will throw 800 punches in a fucking fight. Like nothing. He ain't even breathing hard. He's a T2000 for Terminator 2. I'm telling you guys. You can't break this dude. He is unbreakable. Better Beef cannot break Bivol. That I know that you're like because ain't nobody gonna come out and say, oh, he could outbox Bivol. Ain't nobody gonna say that shit. Mark my words, everybody picking this fucking Better Beef to beat Bivol's gonna be saying he's gonna stop him. He's gonna be too big and strong. Better Beef, he's a boogeyman. He's big and he's strong and he's coming and fee fi fo fum. Fee fi fo fum. He's coming after Bivol. People will be calling this dude out, bro. Like Bivol's like, I don't even want to fight Canelo again. Give me Better Beef. What do you guys think he's going to stand in front of Better Beef and like trade with him or some shit or what? You think Bivol's going to like go rock him, sock him with him? You think he's going to slug it out? You think he's going to go Gotti Ward with him or some shit? What are you guys thinking? What do you think is going to happen when he's in the ring with Better Beef? He's going to wrestle. He's going to dazzle. To turn his ass. But these Better Beef's got the 6-cent punch and all this other shit. Well, there's a solution to that. He's going to create space. He's going to extend his punches. He's going to force Better Beef to extend his punches. Then he's going to get countered. And when he pops him with the right hand, all right, because you're overlooking the fact that ain't nobody walking through. Like fucking Zurdo at over 200 pounds going to walk over this dude. Just because Bivol isn't knocking dudes out like that doesn't mean he doesn't have respectable power. He does. Now, it won't be 10-2. It'll be like 7-5-ish, 8-4-ish. It's going to be a tough fight. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of respect for Better Beef. He's a beast. He's going to bring it. Right? And it's going to start a lot sooner than Zurdo. He is. He's going to walk through fire a lot sooner, but he ain't going to beat him. If Bivol didn't think he could be Better Beef, he would be going for that fight. He'd be going for the rematch with Canelo, but he'd say, nah, I want this dude. Bring it. All I'm saying is, somebody talking about Better Beef's level. Look, Better Beef has a really good win over Vajdik. Won't take that away. That was a great win. All right, cool. But this dude's different, man. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you. And for anybody saying on Monday, like, let me tell you something. Before, when it was being talked about Canelo, campaigning at 168 and 175, when last year, when the plant negotiations fell and it was being rumored he was going to fight fucking Bivol, I said that's a tougher fight. Bivol's a better boxer than Plant. Nah, but what do you mean? Plant's white chocolate. Plant's he's got the sauce and whatever the fuck people were saying. Yeah, that sauce lasted like 10 rounds or whatever. Okay, Canelo knocked them out. But what I'm saying is, I'm just saying, I've been saying all the tough. I've been saying that's the one dude that could have boxed Canelo. I've been saying that. I said that before the Canelo fight. Batista, you picked Canelo to win. I did pick Canelo to win. But I did say there's one guy that cannot box him. It's this guy. Well, I didn't like the result. I'm a Canelo fan. But the right man won. Bivol got the win. I wasn't surprised. Like a lot of people were. A lot of people were surprised. Like, they couldn't believe what they saw. Oh, what happened? I think Canelo should retire. Like he's not the same. Like, no, it's not that he's not the same. He fought a damn good fighter. Simple as that. So tonight we saw a great fighter beat a good fighter. That's what we saw. There's no shame in losing to Bivol. None. And obviously, look, Ramirez will probably be world champion again. Like I said, he's a solid fighter. Ramirez could probably beat a lot of these dudes at 168 if they move up. I don't know who wins between Ramirez and Benavidez. I don't. Probably favor Benavidez, but I don't know. That's not as easy a fight for Benavidez. It just isn't. But I'm going to tell you guys right now. Next year, undisputed, light heavyweight division, Russian versus Russian. Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. I want to see that fight. And I'm going to put money on Bivol because I know he's going to be the underdog. I know this. I can tell you guys right now what's going to happen. He's going to be the underdog. He's going to be like a 2-1, something like that. Like maybe 2.5-1 or so. Maybe even a 3-1. Who fucking knows? Because people keep undervaluing Bivol for whatever reason that is. And I'm going to put money on him. When those lines open, put the money early. And let me just tell you something right now. He's going to beat Beterbiev. Just like that. Right? With that said, everybody. With that said, you know what I mean? Dmitry Bivol comes out victorious. Dmitry Bivol won the fight. Dmitry Bivol. I'm ready for next year. I am. And when we see the Canelo rematch, look. Obviously, Bivol he's made it very clear he wants the Beterbiev fight, which is far less money than a Canelo rematch. But it's what he wants. Now, granted, look, I don't know if this is what it is, but it's a really good way to negotiate for more money. You know what I mean? So that might be what he's doing. I don't know. But whatever it is, we got a lot of big fights. We have a lot of big fights coming next year for Dmitry Bivol. And is he the fighter of the year? He beat Canelo after Canelo became undisputed at 168 and had that hot run. And then he outclasses Canelo in a fight. And then he dominates Zurdo in a fight that a lot of people were picking him to get knocked out. Like I'm just saying, like I kept hearing he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out, and he comes out and he beats some. By the way, Zurdo was over 200 pounds, guys. That's what people don't like. They don't get it. Like they don't understand it. This was he was outweighed easily by I don't know how many pounds. Like at the end of the day, and you saw the size difference. You have to consider him for fighter of the year. You just have to. Whether he is or is not, I got to stop. I got to think about it. Don't get me wrong. But he's got to be considered without a shadow of a doubt. You know? So that's what I got. DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing. I'm out.